Was born May 19, 1982. My parents had a one-night stand, Josefina Bernal and Carlos G. Could save my ass at a Chente show and SAT. They never married, they let me be. At my grandparents' house, the ones who took care of me and were sacred to me. Fast forward when I was 6 and getting bullied at a ranch in Mexico. Got jumped at a funeral. My grandpa saw that and he asked me not to let it go. That's when I turned into the Incredible Hulk. The monster inside of me wasn't only a metaphor. My abuelo showed me how to fight, not to let it go. The enforcer was born. Learn these combos, son. Keep your hands up, don't you ever run. But abuelo, you told me to be a good person. Yeah, but not when they wanna hurt you. These bullies be lurking. You gotta kill these serpents. So he paid dues to fight me on purpose. I would drop them quick with a 1-2. Created a monster. Tell me who you gonna run to. Handed out ass whippings. You could get 1-2. Fighting older dudes at the age of 10 and they would still crumble. I never stumbled. Went on to win the Golden Gloves 3 times in a row at the age of 10, 12 and 14. Motherfucker, I was morphine. The enforcer was in full effect. Was in full effect. Was in full effect.
The enforcer, born in the San Antonio, raised in the Aggie lawn.
Yeah. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Then one day, I lost my first pro fight at 16 to Jesse James Jr. and his father Jim, Jesse James Sr. Felt outlaw like Billy the Kid. So guess what I did? I didn't give a shit. But I felt like shit though. I let my grandpa down too many times. But this hit different. Started using heavy drugs, hanging around with the thugs. Might have lost my golden glove, but the hood was showing respect and love. After I got jumped in by the gang I would eventually run with. After I knocked them all out, including the Capitan. Broke his jaw, they had to sew his mouth shut for 6 months. Bet he wasn't saying none, so I took over. Had my own soldiers knocking doors down, dragging you out. Pay me right now, I don't make the rules, I enforce them. Hitting them right in the torso until my grandparents had to bring me down to the A3 Andaba bien coco, con el foco. Mira cabrón, no me tomes fotos. Had a bounty on my head. Then one night, I really did it. Went out in my 92 Chevy Camaro, was doing donuts in front of the China Dragon. My grandpa had just passed, so I was wild and my nuts were dragging. Drunk on my ass, I caught a case. B12 officers ass with my bare hands. As a pro boxer, they needed to register my hands as deadly weapons. They wanted to lock me away for the rest of my days. But my tío knew the DA, so they dropped the charges right away. The enforcer, yeah, was in full effect. The enforcer, if you're talking shit, then guess what? Then you were next.
They say Dad was a monster.
Let them call him a monster, baby. The sheep always scream when the butcher shows up, and the louder they scream, the closer he was to the truth. They couldn't use him, so they named him Beast. They couldn't break him, so they called him Broken. That's what they do to men who won't bow, men who won't die small. They want you soft, obedient, waiting for permission. Your father didn't roar to prove he was dangerous.
He let the bodies do the talking.
Yeah, the enforcer felt untouchable. After they dropped the charges, felt unfuckable. Was living the thug life until the sunlight. Smoking all that shit with a bud light. But then my life saw a ray of sunshine when I met my wife. Age 19 and she was 20. Memories we made plenty. Wasn't always pretty. I was a fucked up man, even worse husband. Full of destruction, I was bugging. Especially when my mom died. I didn't get to make it right, cause I was mad at her for this fucked up life. I went downhill, staying up all night on the meth pipe. Hearing voices, wondering who's gonna end my life. Fell into the crisis and 3 times I needed to change my life. So I went full time as an auto mechanic. Was loving the challenge, needed to make a name for myself. Leaving business cards at business auto parts. Working hard, it was me against the world. Trying to bring food on the table for my boys and my girls. My world, you wouldn't last. But if you needed something, you could have asked. Always been a real ass vato, con la cabeza en alto, nunca abajo. Yo no soy malo, esta es una historia para todos los chavalos. Algo.
The enforcer was in full effect.
Was in full effect.